Hello and welcome to the Town of Southampton ePortal online training. First thing I'd like to do is draw your attention to the two links on our login screen. The first one here being forgot your account or password. If you ever forget your password, you can simply click on this link and enter in your account ID or email and a new password will be sent to you. The second link here, click here to buy a GIS Professional Services subscription, is for those who are not yet subscribers and would like to be. Please take note that we do accept all four major credit cards as well as electronic check. This time I'm going to log into the website. Once logged into the website, the first screen you'll see is a search screen under Property Information menu. You can either search a property based on the following criteria here, or you can go straight to your GIS map link and view different data spatially in a map. We'll come back to these in a second. Modify My Account is a menu that allows you to change your email and password associated with your account. The change your password becomes extremely important at this point if you do forget your password because a random password will be sent. So you'd want to come to Modify My Account, click on the Edit button here to change your password to something more memorable. Subscription Renewal menu allows you to renew your subscription, and we send out a notification up to 30 days prior to your expiration. So once you get that email, you have 30 days, generally 30 days to respond, and you'd simply click on the subscription renewal menu to renew your subscription. Sign out is self-explanatory. One thing to keep in mind, if you do share your account ID and password with other coworkers, for instance, just keep in mind that each account ID has access to one session. So if you do log in and someone else tries to log in at the same time, they will overtake your session and they'll boot you out of the system. So just keep in mind only one concurrent license per account ID. Going back to the property information page on the search screen, as you can see, there's many different ways to perform a search. Today in this exercise, I'm going to look at the property address and tax map number. So first we're going to do a property address search. I'm going to use the example of 315 Surfside. As you can see, I left these other fields blank, and I left alley here. It doesn't make a difference what's in these. Less is usually better. I'm going to perform the search now. If there was a 315A and I just put 315, you'd have a 315 Surfside Drive in your search results as well as a 315A, and you'd have the option to choose which one you want. For this instance, I got my results. I would normally hit next to go to the main property record card, but what I'm going to do is go back just to show you the tax map search real quick. In the tax map search, by default is the state district number. Many of you know state district number, many of you don't. Many of you are used to the county district number, but to see the the tax map conversions, click on the question mark here, and you'll be shown this this pop-up window that shows you the conversions. By default, the unincorporated Southampton town is in there, 473689. But if I was given the number 908 for the district number, I would know that was Village of Sagaponack, and I'd want to use 473615. So I'm going to use Sagaponack for this example. I'm going to put 473615. For my section, I'm going to use 8. There's no decimal. I'm going to go to the next. Block is 1. Lot is 34. And all I'm doing is tabbing over. All the leading zeros are being automatically entered for me. I'm going to hit search. It returns my 315 Surfside Drive. I'm going to hit next. And this is now going to bring me to my main property record card. As you can see, there's a couple different options here in the top left. You can print the property record card with this print icon. It's also at the bottom of the page on the left. I can zoom to different or navigate to different pages. If there's more than one page, you'll see 1 of 2, 1 of 3. Or I could change the size to a different percentage so it's easier to see. If you want it a little bigger, you're going to change the percentage. All the blue underline are links to additional documents, additional reports that are associated with this main report. So with the tax information, mass appraisal, sales, permits, and additional documents, there's additional reports that are linked to those submenus. As you can see, 315 Surfside Drive, you have all this information available on each report. You have all the overlays, the owners, primary mailings. Tax information, mass appraisal, we show the 4 previous years, including this year, we'll show 4 years back. You have a duplicate tax bill, recent sales, permit information, and additional documents and notes. Generally, in the additional documents and notes, we have building pictures and any surveys, COs, CCs, etc. that aren't necessarily joined or linked with a permit. For this exercise, I'm going to focus on a permit information report. So I'll click on, for instance, this new dwelling report. So here's the permit information report for that new dwelling permit. You're going to have all the information in here, the application number and date, the permit number and date, so on and so forth. This happened to be for a first aid building for lifeguards and beach managers. Here are all the link names, and this area looks blank, but as I can see, there's 2 pages. So I'm going to go up and I see, okay, there's 1 of 2 pages. So I'm going to navigate to the second page. And here you can see all the activities associated with that permit. You also see all the documents associated with that permit. You have an application, issue permit worksheet, and a certificate of occupancy. I'm going to click on the certificate. As you can see, the certificate appears. You have a couple of different ways to print this again. You have this printer icon on the top left and the bottom left of the screen. You can also right click. You can save the picture. You can email the picture and print the picture from a right click of the mouse. So there's many different ways to save, email, and print this document. I'm going to hit previous, which will bring me back to the permit information report. From there, if I'm all done here and want to go back to the main report, we generally suggest not clicking the back button in your internet browser, but using the back to property information link at the top of the report or at the bottom of the report. So I'm going to click on back to property information to bring me to the main report. And once there, I can navigate to different reports depending on my interest. Next, we're going to go to the map component of the ePortal. In this instance, I'm going to click on direct the map without parcel selection, but you may want to transfer selected parcels, which would transfer 315 Surfside Drive, and it would zoom you directly into that property. But for this exercise, I'm going to just go direct the map without parcel selection. Now, once on the map, you have a couple different ways to search parcels. If you did transfer the parcel, you would see it in the search results, and you would be zoomed into that parcel on the map. But I want to do a fresh search. So I'm going to do 315 Surfside Drive, and as you can see, it auto-completes to confirm you have a correct, legitimate address. So I'm going to click on it, hit search. As you can see, the performance is great. It sends you right to that parcel. Just for this exercise, I'm going to type in one more address to show you how this the search results works. As you can see, as I do searches, it is populating the search results with my results. So now I have 116 Hampton Road. As you can see, it has a pop-up help tip that tells you which property you're on in case you're looking at more than one in the same vicinity. And it has each parcel I've searched for. So I'm going to go back to 315 Surfside Drive, and to do that, I simply click on it, and I'm back at 315 Surfside Drive. Now, if I'm looking at Surfside Drive and I don't know exactly what the number of the house is I'm looking for, I can always type in Surfside Drive in the multiple parcel search. I'm going to click find. And what that's going to do is it's going to search for Surfside in the address, first name, last name of the database. And in this instance, it found a bunch of different properties on Surfside Drive, and as you can see, they're all here on Surfside Drive. Say I'm only interested in a few of these. I'm interested in 72, 79, and 20. I'm going to click the plus sign next to each one of these. What that's going to do is add them to my search results, and then I could delete one if I don't like it. I could cancel that. I could delete, clear them all, or I could just maintain a few. I want to clear all these ones in multiple parcel search so they're not all highlighted and only these are highlighted for my search results. I can do that. So now as you can see, these are the 3 that I have in my search results, plus 116 Hampton Road, which is in the village of Southampton, which is in a different location. Now to navigate the map, it's all done with your mouse. You have your left click, which pans. Your mouse wheel zooms in and out. If you don't have a mouse wheel, you can use the plus and minus here at the top left. Right click allows you to zoom in, zoom out, go to previous extent, full extent, or cancel the menu. You can either hold the shift button and draw a box around the area you want to zoom to. And that's all your navigation options, and they're all available in the settings toolbar. You can disable them all. By default, they're all enabled, but you have the option to disable them. Now at the bottom here, you have your legend. Now right now we're in search options. You can click on legend at the bottom, and it's going to show you all the layers you have access to. Now you have full control over turning these on and off, setting the transparency. You can expand them to see additional symbol classes. And you do have the 3 different years of imagery as well, 2010, 2008, 2004. Now with the 2010 and this transparency option, you can actually look at 2 different years of imagery, use the transparency, and look at the changes over time. It's a pretty cool little trick you can do. You can do that with any combination of aerials. Whatever's on top, though, is what you're gonna you control whatever you want with the transparency based on the navigation. Now, additional tools in the settings toolbar, you have bookmarks. Bookmarks you can set by just simply adding a bookmark. You can click on Add Bookmark, and I'm looking at a portion of Mecox Bay, or is this? And you can hit Add Bookmark, and now you can come right back to this by checking out your bookmarks and going to Mecox Bay. This is a little different than the search parcels because on this you're zooming strictly to a parcel. Bookmarks is more geared towards if you're looking at a block or a hamlet or a portion of a beach, for instance, you would use that. Print options, you can add a map title, you can add your name, you can choose different file types, and you have many different layout types: landscapes, architectural sizes, 8.5 by 11 letter, 11 by 17 tabloid, map only without title, so on and so forth. Show identify all panel, we'll come back to that in a moment. I showed you the navigation options. In the information toolbar, you have property record card, identify parcel, identify all, identify active layer, view oblique imagery. With each one of these, if you check it and you click on the map, that initiates the task. So any one of these, I'm not going to initiate the property record card at this time, but you would just check it, you click on it, and what it'll do would bring up the reports we previously looked at in the ePortal. The identify parcel is just as you see right here. It's going to give you some general information about the parcel. You can view other layers that are overlapping or intersecting that point from the legend. All these different layers are available in the identify. You can view oblique imagery. You can view the what the property 210W means, the definitions. If you click on that link, generally anything underlined in a blue color are additional links. The identify all allows you to identify just what I had mentioned before, all the layers that intersect that point you just clicked on. Identify active, if you click on that and you go to the legend, you can actually activate different layers by clicking on them and activating them that way. Now I'm going to show you, let's see, subdivisions. Let's turn subdivisions on. So I have a subdivision here. I'm going to identify active layer. I'm going to click on this parcel right here. And it's going to show you the different layers that are actually overlaying that point I just clicked. So Ag Overlay District, I'm in the Ag Overlay District, it says. I'm going to click the arrow over, and I'm in the SAG Bridgehampton Corp subdivision. Now you see you have another link here for subdivision maps. You can click on that, and what it's going to do is open up your subdivision map in your native photo viewer, so you can view the subdivision map, zoom in, zoom out, pan, email, print this map at your leisure. Now, and last but not least, you can view oblique imagery. Now, if you click on the map, you can open up the Pictometry API, and you can view imagery that was taken at a 40-degree angle in all 4 cardinal directions. So you can look at it from the west, east, north, and south. The Utilities toolbar has the Measure tools, which allows you to look at lat long at a point, degrees, minutes, seconds. You can change the units. You can draw a line, miles, kilometers, feet, meters, so on. You just click again to stop it. That's 1,287 feet approximately. Polygons, same way. I'm going to do square feet. Click and double click to close, and it tells you a little help tip right next to the arrow. You can do a circle as well. You also have your draw tools. You can draw points, lines, polygons, or text. I'll draw a line, for instance. You can adjust the line size, line color. Let's make it a blue. You click, double click to close. There's your blue line. Do that for text as well. Let's see, we'll change the color to blue again. And you just highlight the text, type in what you want to type, and it'll add it to the map for you. You can remove all. You also can select by location. So if I want a whole bunch of parcels selected, and instead of doing a parcel search, I want to select them by location, I'm going to simply click on the line of the polygon. In this instance, let's do polygon. I'm going to select all these parcels by the water here. Double click. Now I just selected all the parcels that intersected that polygon. So I can add them to my search results if I want by hitting the plus sign again and then navigating to them this way. For quick access, as opposed to navigating to the legend, scrolling down to the aerial photography this way, you can quickly access the aerial photography by using the airplane or the aerial toolbar. This toolbar here is for transferring parcels back to the report or just simply going back to the report. More often than not, you usually will want to transfer a selected parcel. It's going to transfer your last selected parcel back to the map. And you can also just go back to the report. You can also just go back to the report as well. The help toolbar has a link to the town website, the town code, your property class codes, which again are located here. Your 210, it's just a quicker way to do that. It's got all the class codes. Or you can go to other GIS websites, including our Public Information Center, our Historic Resources map, and our Stormwater map. I thank you all today for listening in, and we have a customer support in case you ever have any questions. You can go to WebGIS at southamptontowny.gov. Our department phone number is listed, as well as our off-hours cell phone number. And for all who don't know, here's the URL for the GIS ePortal. And thank you very much.